Peace, this your host Selah Shalom. And I'm here with one of my old school friends from back in the early 90s. We go way back. But I came across him about a year ago, and I seen him recently. And I realized he got knowledge of self. So what I want to do is I want him to explain and share some information that he has been dealing with, that he has been withholding, that he want to release. So he go by the name of Supreme, and you're going to be in for a mouthful. So with further due respect, here goes Supreme. Peace.
Yeah, this is Supreme God. I'm about to give you some underground, overground, and some secrecy standing message. Let's start off with this. The knowledge that I'm going to give you, I'm going to give you the 9 points of direction. I'm going to give you talking inequality, what that means correspond to summon. I'm going to break down God. I'm going to break down the true meaning of 100. And I'm going to break down the calendar.
Y'all better give me tickets.
Alright?
What tickets?
We're going to start first by God. The first meaning, what we call in God body lessons, we call it wisdom equality, which that means 26. Now I'm going to break down the math of the alphabets and the numbers. Now you got A, B, C, D, E, F, G. G is a 7, 15 is an O, and D is a 4. 7 plus 15 is 22. 22 plus 4 is 26. God is the alphabets. Then you got 26 plus 26 is what? 52. How many weeks in a year? It's 52. 5 plus 2 is what? 7. That's how you know God. Just broke the whole math down to God. Now, I'm going to repeat it again. 26. Wisdom equality. Breaking down the alphabets. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. G is a 7, 15 is an O, and D is a 4. 7 plus 15 is what? 22. 22 plus what? Is 26. God is the alphabets. Okay? Now, let's break down the 9 points of direction. 9 points of direction is called Cauchy inequality. What that means is I'm going to break down the numbers into letters, and I'm going to sum it out for you. I'm going to correspond it and sum it out for you. What you got is dark is 4 letters, light is 5, 4 plus 5 equals 9. Left is 4, right is 5, 4 plus 5 equals 9. Holy is 4, Bible is 5, 4 plus 5 equals 9. King is 4, queen is 5, 4 plus 5 equals 9. Life is 4, death is 5. Mind is 4, brain is 5. True is 4, false is 5. Dumb is 4, smart is 5. Gift is 4, prize is 5. Time is 4, clock is 5. Book is 4, story is 5. Then you got the last, free is 4, slave is 5. 9 times 12 is what? 108, and 1 plus 8 is 9, completion. I just corresponded and summed it out for you, which is called Cauchy inequality. Breaking down the math. Now, let's go to 100, the true meaning of 100. Now, this been said, a lot of people say they want 100, but they really don't know the ins and outs of 100. They always say, I'm 100, but I always tell them, break down 100. So what I'm going to do is break down 100. What you got is, you got angel, devil, Jesus, Bible, and the beast. All these 5 letters of peace. Angel is A-N-G-E-L. Devil is D-E-V-I-L. Jesus is J-E-S-U-S. Bible, B-I-B-L-E. Beast is B-E-A-S-T. All those equal to 25, and I can be all those images under number 5. And image is 5 letters. Now, at your next 25 is, you got 5 fingers on your left. Your heart is 5 letters. And on your right is your 5. Then you got 5 on your left, on foot, and you got 5 on your right, which equals up to 25. Now, that's 50%. 50%. 25 plus 25 is 50%. Now in your alphabets, you got 26 letters in the alphabets, which is 50 plus 26 is 76%. Now you got hear, sight, touch, taste, smell. Hear is 4 letters, sight is touch, taste, smell, all those is 5. 76 plus 24 is what? 100. The true meaning of 100. Let's broke it down. Okay? Now, let's go to the 4 corners of life. We got love, truth, peace, and freedom, right? Jesus is love. You got Allah is the truth. You got Buddha's peace and meditation. You got Confucius is yin yang of freedom. Now I'm going to break down the cycle of the square, the four corners of the square that run this planet. Now, love is, we say unconditional, what Jesus is. Now if you break down the J, it's the sign of the G is God. Then you got ES is IS is, then you got us, US. God is us. Translation of Jesus. Again, the J is the sign of the G as God. Then you got ES is IS is, then you got us, US. God is us. Translation of Jesus. Everybody is Jesus. Now let's break down the love, which is unconditional. Jesus is unconditional. Now you got love. The word heart, H-E-A-R-T, right? H-E-A-R-T. Put the H at the end, what you got? You have earth. Your heart does walk on earth. That's why Jesus said, I got the whole world in my hand. Breaking down the map. Now, you got the word name, N-A-M-E. Move the letter N at the end, what you have is Amen. You say in the name of, and you finish with Amen. It's like the cow jumped over the moon. I ain't even got to touch the middle. Okay? Now you got the word sword, S-W-O-R-D. Move the letter S at the end, what you got is words. Jesus is the sword, but God is the words. So what I have gave you is the secrets to the secrecy. You see? The key to the door, the purpose to the reason. Okay? Now, let's go to Allah, which is Muslim. Muslim world, what you have is arm, leg, arm, head. The truth of you. All of us is gods. Okay? Arm, leg, arm, head. The truth of you. Now that you go to Buddha, it's peace and meditation. You go through your meditation before you pray. You go inside your temple before you pray out. Your prayer is your finish line. Your meditation is your beginning. Okay? Now you go to Confucius, which is yin, yang, and freedom, which is the 69 rotation. Alright? Then you go to free your dome. That's the square. Now to the 5 power, which is justice, what I gave you. Alright? Breaking down the 4 corners, 5 pillars. Now let's go to the good, the bad, not to be ugly. Now to the good. Let's go to God's advocate, and then we're going to go to devil's advocate. I want to break it down to you in all in order. What you have is to stay focused, to stay straight, stay on point, sharp, and balanced with the good. Then on the bad side, you got the devil's advocate that controls the demons. The demon lets out evil spirits become haters, and haters become enemies. When you put these together, and you can count on your fingers, then you talking. That's when you know not to be ugly, because it's balanced. I just balanced out what you need to know. I'm giving you the secrets to the secrecy. Now, let's go to the calendar. I'm going to break down the calendar in 1 minute. It's called 60 seconds in 1 minute. Etymology key meaning initial of the word. Now we go from January to February, March, April, May, June, July. Okay. The initial of July is J. The initial of August is A. The initial of September is S. The initial of October is O. The initial of November is N. What that's spelled to be? Jason. You see it, but you don't see it, which we call is indivisible. Not invisible, but indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That means the illusion. It'll be right in your face, but you don't see it. That's how they get you. Now you got J-A-Son is Jah Son, which is Jah means God's Son. Go all the way to January, right? The initial of January is Jesus, stand for Jesus, right? Go all the way to December. The initial of December stand for disciples. How many disciples Jesus had? 12. How many months in a year? 12. What's 12 plus 12? 24. What you live every day? 24 hours a day. We break down the map. Okay? Now you go to the initial of February and March is FM. The initial of April and May is AM. What radio stations do we play? FM and AM. Those are your frequencies. Then you go to June, right? Initial of June stands for J, and that's what stands for Jules, and that's what I drop to. Okay? Now, let's go to like and love. Wish to understand, to overstand, and then we go to secrecy. Secrecy stand. Now, I'm breaking down the map of understanding. Before anything, you have to like before you love it. You don't jump in and say, oh, I love it, and no, you do not do that. You have to like it before you love. That's called building a relationship, giving an understanding to one another, right? Then when you build that relationship, that's when you go to love, which is the overstand, right? You love, that means when you go to overstanding, that means you don't have to like it no more. There's no more understanding. Love conquers all. All right? Now, to secrecy stand, where everybody wants to know what this means. What this means is God's love. That means you catch up to yourself. That means find your identity. Come back to yourself. Come back to knowledge of self and knowing of self. You can have all the knowledge in the world, but if you don't know yourself, then what? There's no purpose, right? All right, gave you to understand, to overstand, and secrecy stand. Always remember this, man to woman, man is the purpose, woman's the reason. The man is the key, the woman's the door. The man is the ingredients, the woman's the recipe, right? It's all in order. You inject that inside the woman to build, for her to build your what? Your purpose, right? So always remember this. Secrets to the secrecy. Purpose to the reason. Key to the door. Ingredients to the recipe. That's what it's all about. The woman is the man's recipe because she allowed that fruit to build on his earth. That's why we call them earth. And we're gods on earth. Alright? So by me speaking, I go through the poetry, spoken word, or Caucasian equality. Now breaking down poetry, it stands for power on earth, transform righteous youth, stands for storytelling. Spoken word stands for speaking power on knowledge, even nature, wise and wisdom, open right doors. Stands for numbers and knowledge and translations. I translate the knowledge and break them down to numbers. I go either or. I'm not the DOG, I'm the GOD. I'm not the dog that's trying to grab his tail. I'm God at what you see. In Genesis 1:27 it says what? Man is in God's image. That's all you need to know. The old will always tell it better than the new. I always remember Jesus came new. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob was all old. That's where his fruit came from. All right? Now, let's go to the square. Now we play chess. Now chess is one of my favorite games on the planet. Now when you break down to 64, right? Now it's 32 pieces on the chessboard, 16 across on each side, right? Now, how many teeth a human being got in his mouth? 32. How many chess pieces on the board? 32. Every chess piece on the board is every teeth in your mouth. Your kings, your queens, your pawns, your crowns, your bishops. Your teeth is the chess pieces on the board. It's all man-made. All right.
And then you can
I'm gonna break down etymology key of the thug, gangster, player, pimp, and king, and queen. Now you break down thug. I break down thug stands for thinks he's an untouchable God. Then Tupac get touched. Tupac died at the age of 25. He conquered the fire before he died. Then you got gangster stands for God's angels never give up, stand tall, anonymous. Then you got player stands for power lives and you've earned righteous. Then you got pimp stands for power is my power. Then you got king stands for knowledge is never gone. Then you got the word queen stands for quick, unpredictable, eternity, earth, nature. I'm going to give you the 8 points of direction. What you have when they say north, south, east, west. Now, I'm going to break down the real true meaning of the direction. What you have is, you got north, east, west, south, which spells news. N-E-W-S. North, east, west, south. I zigzigged it for you. Okay? And then you get up, down, left, right of things, the 8 points of direction. Alright? Now, let's go to the degree of breaking down the day. In degree, you have from 9 to 45 to 90 degrees to 180 to 360 to 720, which is 1440, which you have 1,440 minutes in a day, what makes 86,400 seconds, what makes 24 hours in a day. Breaking down the map. Let me say that again. You got 9 is born, which you have 45 degree to 180 to 360 to 720, what makes 1440, which is 1,440 minutes, what makes 86,400 seconds in a day, what makes 24 hours in a day. Breaking down the map. Into one side of purpose of the rotation. When we say in New York, we say 365 twice, which is 730, right? Now to the woman and to the man. Now, of a degree, my king, as me as king and as my wife is my queen, I'm one side 180, and she's 180. What brings into this world life? Brings life into this world, what makes 360. We are 360 together. Then when we build more, we come 720. Then when we build more, then we come into the whole day of rotation of 1440. Right? Now, the only way you become king and queen is when you bring life into this world. See, we learn when the prince and the princess learn, they learn from the king and queen. So their future will lie strong, what they know by acknowledging or being enlightened, it's all together. Or learning how to live and learning the basis of life, learning what a king and queen is all about on this planet. We're here to be constructive, not here to be destructive. Okay? The opposites attract.
Say that line one more time. That's a nice.
We're here to be constructive, not to be destructive. We're here to build. We're here to restruct. We're here to show that the opposites attraction is what we're here for. The purpose and the reason. Always remember this. Don't catch feelings, catch reasons. Catch the reason of it. Stop catching your feelings. Stop being so emotional. For real. Learn who you are. Your purpose is what you're here for. Man is the purpose, woman's the reason. Always remember that. I am that ingredient. She is my recipe. Remember that. It's all in order. Just like you got the three. When you build the triangle of the eye, right? Trinity. You got past, present, future. Poor, rich, and wealth. Creator, creation, creative. Inventor, invention, invented. All these things in order. Lakes, rivers, and oceans. All these things in order. You see what I'm saying? Seed, root, tree. Belief, faith, and knowing. Your seed is what you believe, what you plant. Your root is your faith. Your tree is the knowing. And off the tree, you have branches. Off branches, you have leaflets that grows off the branches. Just like if you see United States, all these states is on earth. These are all leaflets that's off the branch of the tree. And the branch and the tree is the continent that we live on. We're here to restructure the minds out here. So we have lost souls out here. We have a lot of followers instead of leaders. Remember this, all talented people eat off gifted people's plates. All talented people eat off gifted people's plates. It's a difference. Gift and talent is not the same. Michael Jordan was talented because he was eating off gifted people's plates who was paying his paycheck. But when he retired, now he have Jordans. He have sneakers that people wear all year round. That was his gift at the end. Remember this. Play the game, don't let the game play you. Scramble them eggs, the game G-A-M-E. If you scramble that, you have mega, M-E-G-A. Mega the game, don't let the game mega you. Then you become an omega. That's when you master the circles and cycles of things. Really? Now, just broke down the triangle for you. Now, you have small minds, average minds, and great minds. Small-minded people are groupies. Wherever that famous person goes to, they want to be there. Just like average mind people. Average mind deal with events. Wherever that event's at, they be there. Great minds deal with great ideas. Those are inventors, great inventors that build them great inventions. Let people follow that lead. We are all born here gifted. The man and the woman is a diamond. The man goes in, the woman goes out. That's a precious diamond. Remember that. We are all as one. We are all precious. There's no judgment, but only man and woman judge. God don't really judge. They say that because to keep you oppressed. God is God. God is everything. We're not anything. We don't deal with just anything. We deal with everything as everything. I walk in God's shoes because I know I'm protected. I walk with faith. I walk with confidence. When you look at the word powers that be, if you look at it backwards, it says be that power. The nine looks down on the 6. The yang is trying to reach the yang. We are already the yang. And we ain't got to say too much who the yang is because they've been here for 6,000 years. We've been here for trillions of years. It's a big difference. We was here when it was called Father Earth, before the Mother Earth. When all the continents was all together. It wasn't no split. When we was all called homogeneous. When our IQ was 900. When we can move mountains. We can move pyramids. It's nothing. The dynamic of who we are is who we are. Stop saying that you're not that you don't like yourself. Love yourself. You're here. You're here. We're the most beautiful creation on the planet. We're the most movement things on the planet. But we got to know that inside of ourselves. Like you got a spiritual nine that moves the mental moves the physics. Like I'm going to break down the nine so you can understand the secret and the sacred of this correspondent and summon it out of the Caucasian equality. 9 times 1 is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 2 plus 7 is 9. 9 times 4 is 36. 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 times 5 is 45. 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 times 6 is 54. 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 times 7 is 63. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 times 8 is 72. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 times 9 is 81. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 times 10 is 90. 9 plus 0 is 9. 9 times 11 is what? 99. 9 plus 9 is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. Right? 9 times 12 is what? 108. 1 plus 8 is 9. 1 plus 8 is 9. That's the secret to the secrecy. Your secrecy number is the 9. It's born. That's why in my God body language we say knowledge born. Because it recycles itself. Just like 7 days a week, we recycle. Monday through Sunday. Right? That's an eclipse. When the moon and the sun connects, why they call it Monday to Sunday, it's an eclipse. When it connects together, it makes an eclipse. Right? But you got to know these things. Just like the 7-day colors. Monday is yellow. Tuesday is pink. Wednesday is green. Thursday is orange. Friday is blue. Saturday is black and brown. Sunday is red. Astrological influences. These are the colors of the stars. If you look at the word star, S-T-A-R, if you say it backwards, what does it say? If you say it backwards, it says rats. R-A-T-S. Don't be the rats, be the star that you are. Become that superstar. Everybody has a planet on this earth. You have your own mind. You have your own intellect. Your intellect is your intuition. Your intellect is your soul, and your intuition is your spirit. Your intellect and your intuition have to connect, just like your soul and spirit have to connect. It's all in one. But if it don't connect, then there's no movement. That's why they say, get heart, have heart. You don't have no heart, you don't have nothing. Try it out. Make that move. Don't be scared. It's all about you. Always remember, the ending tells it better than the beginning, because the beginning got to reach the end point. All these things is in 5. Alpha, Omega, 5 apiece. You got to know these things. Put these things together. You got to learn to put the pieces to the puzzle. If it don't fit, don't force it. But if it fit, put it in there. Common sense. It's all about being who you are. Being yourself. Knowledge yourself take you a long way. When you have your own mind, you will see the greatness of your own self. When you look in the mirror, love yourself. We all been there, done it. We all seen it. Shoot, I'll be 40 times 9. That's 360. That's my new beginning when I'll be in January. That's my born day. I'll be 40 in January. I'll be 360. That's a new set life. And to all my brothers and sisters, I need y'all to know this. This is Supreme God. I speak from the heart. I speak from the mind. And I speak from the soul. I speak from the body. There's no difference. As long as you know who you are, there's no judgment. Who cares what a person thinks? Just know it. Know who you are. When you don't know who you are, then you're going to keep thinking. You're going to try to keep understanding. When you got to overstand yourself. Understand who you are. And then when you get to the overstanding, when you understand to overstand, it's called UNO, under and over, right? UNO stands for uno, one. That's the real step of understanding and overstanding. UNO, under and over, one. Peace.